Hey friends, Eric here, and welcome back to the Longevity Lab MD podcast. Here's something that might surprise you. The single greatest predictor of how long you'll live isn't your genes, diet, or wealth. It's a fitness metric called VO2 Max that most people have never heard of.
Okay, that's such a bold claim. But what exactly makes this particular measurement so special compared to all the other health markers we usually focus on?
Well, think of VO2 max as your body's engine capacity. It measures how efficiently your entire cardiovascular system works together. And here's what's fascinating. Unlike things like cholesterol or vitamin D levels, you can't fake it or improve it quickly. It takes years of consistent effort.
Hmm, so it's really more like a long-term report card of our health habits?
Exactly. And get this, when scientists looked at every possible biomarker that could predict longevity, from testosterone to BMI to blood sugar, VO2 max came out at the very top. Right behind it was strength. And for the same reason, you simply can't cheat these metrics.
Wow. That really challenges the way we think about health markers. How do they actually measure something like this?
So the gold standard test involves exercising at increasing intensity while wearing a mask that measures your oxygen consumption. But here's what's really interesting. They've created 5 categories to rank people: low, below average, above average, high, and elite, with elite being the top 2.3% for your age and gender.
Well, that makes me wonder, how much does age affect these numbers?
Well, here's a concrete example. For men in their 50s, an elite VO2 max would be above 50 milliliters per kilogram per minute, while for those in their 30s, it needs to be above 53. We typically see an 8 to 10% decline per decade. But, and this is crucial, you can significantly slow that decline with proper training.
So what you're saying is that while we can't stop aging entirely, we have more control over this than we might think.
That's right, and here's the really encouraging part. Research shows that literally anyone can get into the top 25% for their age and sex group with consistent training. It's not about where you start. It's about the work you put in over time.
It's almost like investing in a retirement account for your health.
That's actually a perfect analogy. Just like compound interest, the earlier you start, the better. But starting at any point is valuable. And just like financial planning, it's about consistent long-term habits rather than quick fixes.
I imagine this could be pretty intimidating for someone who's never paid attention to their VO2 max before.
Well, here's the thing. It's not about reaching some perfect number. The key is understanding that every bit of improvement matters. Like, you don't need to become an elite athlete. Regular, moderate exercise can significantly improve your VO2 max over time.
That's really empowering. How does strength training fit into this picture?
So this is fascinating. Strength actually comes in as the second most powerful predictor of longevity, right behind VO2 max. Both share that quality of being impossible to fake and requiring consistent effort to improve. It's really about building a comprehensive approach to fitness.
Sounds like we need to rethink our typical approach to health goals.
You know what? That's exactly it. Instead of focusing on quick fixes or temporary changes, we should be thinking about building sustainable habits that improve these key metrics over time. It's not about reaching some perfect number. It's about consistently moving in the right direction.
This really puts all those fad diets and 30-day challenges in perspective, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And that's probably the most important takeaway for everyone listening, whether you're just starting your fitness journey or you've been active for years. It's the closest thing we have to a crystal ball for predicting how long and well we might live. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for listening to our podcast today. I'm Eric, and we love to hear your views on VO2 max and longevity. Until next time, stay healthy and young.